Coming to you live once again from the Flagami Studio. Hello, everybody, and happy Friday.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah.
And we are live. Hello, Pelican Heads. Welcome once again to the Flagami Studio. And Young Dave says, hello, fellow Pelican Heads. Greetings from sunny San Jose, California. And Mario Douglas, what up, Robert Mario from South Dakota? Been sick, but getting better, I hope. Hey, hope you get better. And Ting Kong Carl is here. A lot of wind, but no damage at Rancho del Carl. That's good to know. We need to go by Pelicamp next week, so we'll see. Travel Dreamer, hello there, yippee! And Sonia, the bartender, is officially open. Well, thank you. I'm glad you said that because I've got some. I still have a lot of beer from the last trip. I haven't been drinking as much IPA, and this one is a Sky Trooper IPA from San Antonio, from Ranger Creek, and yeah. Big Jim Slade, aka Santa Claus from South Central Kansas. Can't wait to go back to the Midwest. Elias Canas, hey, from Paso Robles. We need to have some wine next time we go to Paso Robles. And hey, Barb, our friends, the Fories, going to listen for a bit before, but we are at Journey's T-ball game, all right? Journey's T-ball game. I mentioned you guys briefly in the podcast today. Raul Medina, happy Friday from San Antonio. First time the sun comes out in weeks. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. No, the sun it's been sunny in Florida. Hello, Christopher Olson from Sweden. And Journeys by Jay, happy Friday. Have a Sky Trooper for me. Cheers to you. Hello from sunny Detroit-ish area. We want to go back to the Detroit-ish area as well. Sherry Lindgren, saludos a todos and happy Friday from Wisconsin Northwoods. All right. Safe Pet Products. Nice to see you on Travel with a Wise Guy. Yeah, by the way, that was a great interview. Whenever someone wants to have me on their podcast or the YouTube channel, if I have the time, by all means, and I love sharing my story, and you need to come and grant Honey Monk IPA. Cool. Barton's RV, hello. Me and Mom watching you today. Mama Elvie says hi. Hey, Mama Elvie, and. Well, anyway, here I am. Detroit rocks, says Travel Dreamer. Yeah, and I don't think it's in Detroit proper, but I really love that Henry Ford Museum. I think it's Dearborn. I was there once, and Jim Foster, howdy, Robert, Ilya, and the Pelican Heads from around the globe, from Frigid, New Jersey, which, by the way, we're not going to be able to do Minitini Lounge tomorrow either. This weekend, it's Mother Day on Sunday, and tomorrow we're having a home improvement project here. So it's gonna be it's turning out to be a grab, not grand. Yeah, I kind of gathered that. It's gonna be a busy summer. I think I've overbooked myself. El Mandalorian, happy Friday and happy Mother's Day to your mom this Sunday. She's probably gonna be tuning in anytime now. Her eyesight is getting a little better, by the way. Jeff Ellis, hello Robert and his followers. And Garland, Texas, Palm Beach, Florida, and Remin Pasión. Yes, happy Mother's Day to my mom. I have to ask her exactly what we're gonna do on Sunday, but my supervisor is here. Well, you better behave yourself, Sonia. Yeah, no mini titty lounge. No, and then the following Sunday. Yeah, it's kind of the scheduling. I might have to do it on a weekday. you know. Let me tell you, Taylor Caramuch, happy Friday. Robert, watching you live from my place in Crystal Beach, Texas. Hope that you're having a great day. It's been a great day. It's been a great time. I mean, here in Florida so far. I mean, I've been editing like a mad editor. You know, I have like 4 episodes in the can already. But I don't want to have to be editing videos while I'm in Spain. I'm just gonna be enjoying and filming. But of course, probably early in the morning, every morning, I'm gonna be copying all the videos from the previous day. But yeah, Jim in DC, happy Friday. I have 3 watching today, me, myself, and I. Too bad YouTube doesn't count it that way. Well, you could log in as great places seen on another machine, and then there'll be at least 2 of you. Brandon Stargell, hello, happy Friday, everyone. Thanks for the shout out on the podcast, Robert. We got to get you back up here at Black Rock Mountain State Park for an IPA. I know, man, I know. We have to. And as I was, I released the podcast today. I actually recorded it this morning. It came out late. But I figure, since I'm not traveling, let's talk about my favorite state parks, and I make a kind of like a bogus, it's just out of the top of my head, top 10 state parks, and then I came up with a second list, and then I skipped number 4 if you listen to the podcast, and or number 3, yeah, someone noticed, and I'm thinking I have to do a trip, kind of going back to basics, and just do a trip, all state parks, maybe Florida and Georgia. We'll do like, what do you guys think? A good way to promote that Camp Nab thing that I'm using. Anthony R., have you heard of some Cracker Barrels not allowing overnight use of their parking lots? I haven't, but I wouldn't be surprised. Especially, there are certain cities and municipalities that are prohibited. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of those places near larger cities are gonna, turn you. But I even believe like the one here in Miami in Homestead, the Walmart next door doesn't allow overnight parking, but that particular Cracker Barrel still does. So Letitia Carver, happy Mother's Day to all. Happy weekend from windy Tennessee. Well, happy weekend. And yeah, our overnight camping situation, sometimes it might get worse. I'm hopeful that at some point it might improve. Jeff Ellis, thank you for that super sticker. Thank you so much. And have the little bell. Jackie, Jackie Trujillo. Hi, Robert and everybody. Happy Friday and happy Mother's Day to all moms. Yeah, moms should be logging in anytime, so tell her happy Mother's Day if you see her. Skipping around, sold my Montana fifth wheel and looking to downsize into a no-slide travel trailer. Well, your options are not many. Everybody seems to be putting this huge Schwintek. Well, even Winnebago I don't think they're doing Schwintek anymore. Danny Harrell, good afternoon, Robert and everyone, from cool and cloudy day in Atlantic Beach, North Carolina. And the traveling Irishman, hello there. Thank you for that super chat. You should start traveling in Europe RV. Well, we're less than 2 weeks from the Spain road trip. We're less than 2 weeks. Incredible. Time flies. This year is flying by. It's incredible. Stephen Prieb, overnight parking probably depends on whether the property is owned or leased. That makes sense. And let me tell you, I've never been, turned away from a Cracker Barrel yet. So, trailer traveling, happy Friday. And traveling Robert and Ileana Sanchez and fellow Pelican heads from Ottawa, the capital of our neighbors to the north. And Natalie Driscoll from down under, hello there. And Young Dave, Florida state parks are great. The annual pass is a bargain. The California State Park Pass is super expensive, but they are available at libraries to check out for 3 weeks at a time. In my experience, state parks are usually really good everywhere. Florida's are very nice, and I'm thinking, maybe this fall, maybe this fall we could do like a Florida State Parks series. Cheryl Lindgren, we're hitting all state parks in Florida beginning 7:30 through 12/01/2024. That's something that I would like to do. The thing with Florida state parks, some of them are really hard to book, and it would be difficult, to book them back to back like that, but we'll see. Let me get back here. There are the young RVers. A Jayco 264BH is an awesome camper, 29-foot, no slide. Yeah, now all these brands, I believe Lance has one too, and I think the only one Winnebago makes right now is the one that I have, or the 2100BH. The Reming Pasión, traveling Robert any plan on using Minitini 1 on that state parks trips, Miami, Georgia. Maybe, but I don't know. Minitini 1 might be confined to Peli Camp for the time being. Although it would be cool. Maybe we'll take it to the state parks that are close to Peli Camp. That would be a good idea. There's a lot of them. That North Florida area. I mean, we could revisit Swanee River or Falling Water or some of those. Traveling Irishman. That's awesome. I had no idea. We'll definitely be checking into those videos. I'm going to Greece, Turkey, Greek islands on a cruise in October. Tons of history, definitely. And that's one of my mom's bucket list places that she may not be able to do, but we're gonna try. Maybe this fall. She's always wanted to see the Greek islands, so we might book a cruise or something like that. We'll see. Gym in DC, state parks can be unexpectedly great. I stopped at Patapsco Valley in Maryland. It turns out it's an area of many firsts in our nation's history. There you go. And in my experience, a lot of them. Mario Douglas, Robert, you look great. Your mind makes you glow. My mind. Of all the things I've lost, it is my mind I miss the most, someone said. I like this IPA. I believe I had it once. Probably I don't know if I had this one while I was in San Antonio or some other time, but yeah, I haven't bought a 6-pack of IPAs in a while. Will you, El Fuego, traveling Robert, will you be riding in your RV this summer to Utah? Nope. We're not going to make it as far east as Utah. This is the thing. As I said, I think I overbooked my summer, and this is the thing with the summer too. I have too many things. We have the Winnebago Rally in Iowa, and then the following week we have another Winnebago Rally that is in Indiana. Had I not committed to that Winnebago Rally in Indiana, I might have, maybe not all the way out to Utah, but I wanted to spend more time in the Midwest. Well, you guys have all the cicadas now, so never mind. I don't know. We'll see. You become too used to the newer Minitinis, LOL. Let me tell you, there's something special about Minitini 1 and the desks that I put in it. It's the thing when you get in there is the darker colors really make it feel very small. But I do want to take it out. That Minitini one had a great fresh water tank. If I can just upgrade the electronics, the battery and put a good inverter in it, it might work. I'm not giving up hope. Eddie Negrete, hello, Robert. When will you travel to Spain and will you go live there? We're traveling to Spain in about 2 weeks. We're going to be 3 days in Madrid and then we're renting a camper van and I'm gonna be almost 3 weeks in the camper van, eventually going back to Madrid. And which, by the way, I haven't made reservations for my last 2 nights in Madrid, so we have to do that. We might do a hotel instead of an Airbnb, just to. All the things you can remember and all the things you have done, mind sharp. Yeah, I still got it up there. I think you need to do another Disney World Fort Wilderness camping trip. That video was very entertaining to watch. Maybe will, maybe we won't. I've been thinking of going like to one of the not like the. I'm not gonna go to the Grand Floridian or one of these or the Wilderness Lodge, whatever it's called, the one in Animal Kingdom. Although that one would be really cool. I'm thinking one of the second tier hotels like Port Orleans, and spend a couple of days and, do a little bit of Disney. I wouldn't mind. Disney has just gotten so expensive, It's like, Raul Medina, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. With all these tornadoes lately, have you considered a trip to Storm Chase? Catch a tornado from a distance. Maybe if I had like a camper van, something nimble that I could just make U-turns and make a beeline, escape. Yeah, and in my younger years, I would have done it more readily. But yeah, that would be cool. Sheila McMurtry, hi from Wisconsin. Hope all the Pelican Hens are doing well. Happy early Mother's Day to all the mothers. Yes. Thank you. A mom should be showing up around here any minute. Adventure Live, happy Friday from Tampa Bay. With the extreme humidity arrived, heading north for the next RV. Oh, it's horrible out there. It's like 95 degrees with 95% humidity right now. It's not pleasant. Are you going to visit the RVDJ? Are you going to visit the family that sponsored you, family, well, in Madrid? You mean when we migrated from Cuba? Unfortunately, they're no longer with us. But I am going to visit the school that I went to. I am going to visit my neighborhood. I'm going to try to visit some friends as well, if I can get in touch with them. But yeah. Young Dave, Robert, I know you're a Beatles fan. I highly recommend checking out the re-release of Let It Be movie. It's great to see again after 50 years. I'm going to check it out. Absolutely. Yeah, I would like to see that. Is there any good state parks around the big Okeechobee Lake? There's one that I really liked nearby. Is the Kissimmee Prairie State Park. That's a dark sky location. It's kind of close. It's not on the lake. I don't think there are any state parks on the lake. But Kissimmee Prairie is really cool. It's one of the last remaining prairies in Florida. Untouched original. It's dark skies place. The Big Jim Slade, aka Santa Claus. Thank you for that super chat. Please say welcome home to 18-month-old Miss Lila, from her return home from Kansas City Children's Hospital after 7 months. Stay and happy Mother's Day to her mother who remained by her side. Well, welcome home, little Miss Lila. Welcome home. Seth, Madrid, the city of paella and sangria. I'm certainly going to have some of those, although the paella, I'm going to reserve that one for Valencia. I think Valencia is where they invented it. But I have some special food that I want to eat in Madrid. And I already made a reservation at a restaurant, believe it or not, but I have to make another one because I want to have the cochinillo, which is the succulent pig. And there's also a cordero lechal, which is like a baby lamb. I think. Yeah, right? And then there's the cocido, which is like this soup with chickpeas and all kinds of meats and stuff. I'm gonna gain like 10 pounds. And then all the wine, right? Wes Connor, thank you for that super chat. We're looking forward to your Spanish adventure. Oh, believe me, so am I. So am I. And I think it's gonna be great. I very much enjoyed our adventure in Finland 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 6 years, 7 years ago. It's been a while. So, yeah, really looking forward to that. John K. Bianco, do you know anything about the new site RV Overnight that is similar to Harvest Hosts? You know what? I don't, but I'm going to look into it. RV Overnight, what is it? RVOvernight.com? I don't see it. RV Overnight. Is it .com? RV Overnights, plural. Okay. I'm gonna check it out. I wonder if it's similar to like Hip Camp or Boondockers Welcome or that kind of thing. It's always good to learn about new services. I'm sure they Then lots of cava. Of course, cava, which is, I call it la champaña de España. The champagne of Spain. So, and actually, I'm going to show you, but I have some cava back there in the fridge because, yeah. Pete Diaz, paella, I'll take a to-go box. I don't think I'm going to need one. I think that paella, I researched this place in Valencia. I don't know if you guys know Mark Wins. Mark Wins went there, and it's supposed to be a famous place, and looking forward to it. Cathedral, Young Dave, Cathedral Gorge and the charcoal kilns were really cool. If you ever make it back to California, there are kilns in both Death Valley and Owens Valley. I'm gonna check it out, yeah. And that's the video that I released today for the patrons and members. And actually, which reminds me, who wants to be a member? I can gift 5 memberships now, and I have no control who they go to. But in 3, 2, 1, 5 of you can become members and watch the next 3 videos that you haven't watched yet. Seth, yum, sounds delicious. Looking forward to following along. Yep. El Mandalorian, unas sopitas de gandules con carne de res y aguacate con tostones. Oh man, you're making me hungry now. And I had a big lunch. Hello everybody, say hello to my mom. Greetings from Miami. Happy Mother's Day. Lots of blessings. Love, Mom. Everybody say Happy Mother's Day to my mom. And yeah. Big excitement here in southern New Jersey. The apple cider and donuts and fudge place has opened for the season. All right, summer is here. Natalie Driscoll, Harvest Host was great. Was good at breweries. Could see our RV while we had a few drinks and some dinner. By the way, if anybody knows an equivalent of Harvest Hosts in Spain, let me know. I'm sure there's gotta be something similar, right? So congratulations, Saga Frontier and Stephen Clark and Anthony R. and James Dinkle and Lee Green. Welcome new members to the show. Jim in DC, hi Mom, Happy Mother's Day. And of course, we spent some time with Jim in DC 2 years ago for the Cherry Blossom Festival. Maxine Oliver, hello Robert, and happy Friday and Mother's Day weekend. Free member, please. Well, yeah, it's totally random, so I'm sorry. I couldn't. I wish I could give you a free membership to each and every one of you, but no, I'm out. I'm out of free memberships right now. I could give you membership, but I have to pay for them. I'll do it next time. Uh, Let me scroll down here while you all congratulate my mom for Mother's Day. Rick LeBlanc, we just watched the Big Bend episode. Looks like the moon. Yeah, Big Bend is an incredible place. No doubt about it. And best camping chairs, in my opinion, Harbor Freight, like $29. I'm almost in the market for some new camping chairs. So, Sherry Lindgren, congrats, new members, and yeah, my camping chairs. I really like the ones that I had, but they have not aged well. But then again, they went to Alaska and back on the bed of the truck. I'm surprised anything survived on that truck on the Dalton Highway. So Floyd McIntyre, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. I love the Pelicamp shirt. This is the original Pelicamp shirt. And the gentleman who made this logo for me, they later he modified the beak a little bit to make it a little bigger on the bottom. But this is the original Pelicamp shirt. And which, by the way, I have to order new shirts for me, and maybe I'll make one for the Spain trip. What happened to the Florida campsite you built? It's still there. It's still there. We're actually going back in a couple of days just to, cut the grass, that kind of thing. The Young RVers, hello there. The Young RVers celebrating 12 months as a Chief Pelican Head. Thank you so much. 12 months, a whole year. That's great. Jim Foster, your camping chairs are awesome and really comfortable. Yeah, they're like rocking chairs. I really like those. But for some reason, they have not aged well. But then you're living by the campfire, they get ashes on them. And then, have you been to a Quick Trip gas station? Yes, in Texas they haven't. That does no. Quick? No, I've been to the QT, the Quick. I think they're called Quick Trip too, but they're with a Q, not with a K. So. Steve Gibling, did you start packing yet? Your shirt looks cool and very green up there, up here in New England. Well, thank you. I have not started packing yet. I actually bought a carry-on, suitcase because I haven't traveled by airplane in such a long time. That the last time we had these backpacks that were carry-on size that actually Rick Steves used to sell them or still sells them, I don't know. But as we get a little older, just carrying everything on a backpack, they get heavy after a while. So we got some carry-ons, and we're not gonna do like checked luggage. We're just doing carry-ons and travel light. Christopher Olson, you could check out España Discovery. It's some sort of harvest hosting Spain. I have no idea how good they are. España Discovery. I'm gonna check that out. Thanks. Okay, EspañaDiscovery.es, and of course it sends me to the English site. Oh, it's in Spanish here. Thank you. I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, Spanish Discovery. Do you want to? I think yeah. Actually, so far my favorite is that Campy app. But of course, that's just like campgrounds or parking areas, that kind of thing. Something more organized. I would like to stay at a Spanish winery or something like that. That would be great. Your name here. Thank you for that super chat. Happy Mother's Day weekend. I'll crack open a Mother Road Tower Station IPA to celebrate. If you weren't too far from here in Arizona, let me tell you, I would love to go back, but not until January. Not until January, but in January I want to go back. I want to develop Pelicamp West. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do. But like the last quarter of the year, it might be more quiet, more Florida one, and that's what I want to, you know. Samuel Bruce, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, appreciate it. I can't carry anything yet. Jim has to do it. Well, you know, that's why it pays, you know, to have a supervisor. Robert, are you coming to Northern New York? There's a chance. There's a chance sometime in August. There's a chance. August or early September, maybe. It's been a while you traveled by plane. Well, we did travel by plane in Alaska. We went to Utqiagvik, but that doesn't really count. I mean, we didn't pack any, like we didn't get a second of clothes. It was a 24-hour trip. So, vagando everywhere por todos lados. Buy a cell phone holder for the playing seat. You can watch movies on your phone more comfortably. Game changer. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I hear you, Charlie. Travelot 95 plus in jacks 2 days in a row. Here too. That's why I decided to call this live chat. The heat is on. I thought about doing it's getting hot in here, but then again, you know, never mind. TJK3173, hey y'all, finally caught a live stream since the eclipse. Can you believe it's been over a month since the eclipse? Yeah. Perks of being supervised. Happy Friday, Robert from Southern New Jersey. Yeah, we're having too good a time here, and I see you guys are having a great time chatting with each other. So, when will you be passing Dallas? Did I hear this? Dallas? I don't know, not anytime soon. I would love to go back to Dallas. I really enjoyed Dallas. And we'll be back. We'll go back to Dallas for sure, but I don't really have a date. Could happen late next winter. The name of that town sounds like you have a verbal stock. Well, you know, they changed the name a couple years ago, so. Neil's still sleeping. It's early where you are, right, Natalie? Time for a mimosa, I guess. Sheila McMurtry, thank you for that super chat. Hi, Robert, my birthday is Tuesday, May 14th. Can you please sing a shout out? Happy birthday, dear Sheila. Happy birthday to you. Boom, 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 boom. FYI, I changed my on-screen name from Terry Kester. All right. Journeys by Jay. Robert, what are your favorite Midwest destinations? Well, Kansas City has to be one of those for sure. St. Louis, Missouri, was great. I like Des Moines, Iowa. As far as cities go, you know, I haven't done much of the, rural Midwest. Of course, I've done some great spots in Missouri, although Missouri isn't that. It's sometimes considered the South, sometimes it is considered the Midwest, right? I want to go back to Missouri, and I wanted to do some exploring in Missouri and Arkansas now as part of this upcoming trip to Iowa, to the Winnebago Rally. But it looks like I'm going to have to make a beeline over there. You know, it's just my birthday's on July 8th, so I want to be here for my birthday. And then I have to be in Forest City, Iowa by the 15th. That's not a whole lot of time to explore in between, so. But yeah, I mean, I've been in the Midwest, but mostly cities. So I need to explore more, actually. Jim Foster, Traveling Robert, can you put the camera and mic near the window so we can get some of that heat up here in the mid-50s in New Jersey? Why wouldn't I give to have a mid-50s right now? It's brutally hot out there. Which, by the way, when we bought this house, I built the Flagami Studio from scratch. So this is a windowless room. There's no windows here. Kyle Childers said, "Thank you for that super chat." Our 18-month-old is started singing, writing. The other day is the first song she's tried to sing. Well, isn't that something? Well, thank you. And 18-month-old, huh? Yeah, my watch keeps sending me notifications. Well, that's great, and yeah. That's so cool that's her first song. And Amy and Rob, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Have a cava on us. We'd love to go to Valencia. Can't wait to see what you think. I've been to Valencia before, but it was like 1988. So, yeah. Are you going north to escape the heat? Not yet. And I don't think there's any. Well, by the time I head north, it's gonna be hot in the north too. So yeah, no, it's gonna be kind of warm in Spain too. So, Robin Minkler, what are you taking your mom on Mother's Day? I'm gonna take her to see the ocean, most likely. I mean, that day to go to a restaurant, it's a stressful situation, especially in Miami. And she's not really into food that much anymore. So I'm probably just going to take her to see the ocean. That's the thing she misses the most from her house when she was young. So another May birthday here, the 13th. Well, happy birthday, young Dave. Happy birthday to you. Natalie Driscoll, yes, Traveling Robert, you start at 8 a.m. in the winter months, and it is 10 a.m. during daylight savings time in the summer. Well, yeah, right now it's winter for you. So, Jim in DC, what's the latest on Pelican West plans? The plan is, after Quartzite, and I may actually have to fly to Florida for the Florida RV Super Show, and then back to Quartzite. We're gonna go to Pelicamp, look for a driveway guy, look for a way to hook up do 2 RV sites, do a septic. We'll do as much as possible. I'm gonna talk to our neighbors, the Reitmeyers, the ones who helped us there, and see if they can get a head start if they know a contractor or something, and then spend some time there, get the basic development done. And that's kind of the plan. That'll be late January. Red Jaguar, hello to my friend Mr. Traveling Robert and my Pelican Head family. And by the way, also about, depending what RV we have at the time, either Minitini 1 or the next one, that I just came up with a great name for the next RV, if it's not a Minitini. We might go down to Baja. I'm thinking Baja. I'm getting Baja vibes all over the place. Bob Lish, how do you plan your overnight stays as you're traveling about? Do you plan weeks in advance or fly by the seat of your pants? How do you decide? I fly by the seat of my pants most of the time. Raul Medina, my next trip looks like Phoenix. Any must-do things you recommend? Well, in Phoenix itself, it's a big city. Yeah, Tempe, Scottsdale are nice. But I would go east to Apache Junction, to Lost Dutchman State Park, to do the Apache Trail to Tortilla Flat. Do some of that, get out into the desert. I think that would be a good way to enjoy that area. Jimmy DC, many of the best studios have no windows. Yeah, windows kind of are bad for like soundproofing and all that stuff. Even though it's not that great in here, but it's not bad. By the way, I saw Natalie Driscoll, and now I can't find you here. Hold down. Wait a minute. Is celebrating 40 months. 40 months as a chief pelican head. Happy Mother's Day. Oh, we have the same date for Mother's Day in Australia, but Father's Day is in September. Well, there you go, a little more separated, so yeah. And Taylor Caramouche, it says, message retracted, but I'm going to say it anyway. Thank you for that super chat. Will you walk some of El Camino de Santiago when in Spain? Great historic hike. Not on this trip, but it's definitely... had I stayed an extra week or two in Spain, we would have done the Camino, but on the RV, kind of following the Camino, all the towns, but that's going to be another trip for another time. It's so easy. I mean, it's so difficult to do everything. It's very, very difficult. Does Ili plan your stays as you're traveling along the road? Sometimes if we are not planned, I wouldn't call it plan, but like on the moment, we're driving on let's call it I-70 for lack of, and we're like, okay, it's like 4 p.m. We have to stop somewhere soon, and then, she'll look for a place, that kind of thing, and she'll call and all that, so... Phoenix has the Musical Instrument Museum, absolutely worth a visit. I had forgotten about that. I haven't been there, but yeah, definitely. I wanna go the next time I go to Phoenix. Maybe now when we go to Quartzsite, we can. The thing with Phoenix and the RV, Phoenix, it's kind of hard to find where to stay, and a lot of if not most of the RV parks in the area are 55 plus. So it's kind of a challenge sometimes to find a place to stay. In my experience, maybe it's improved. I haven't really been to Phoenix proper in a couple of years. Travel Dreamer 46, when you travel the Midwest, take a tour of the Kansas City Capitol building in Topeka. It is a historic site, amazing architecture. And believe it or not, I've been outside that Capitol building a couple of years ago, but we didn't go in. It was one of those things we didn't really allocate. I didn't really allocate enough time for Kansas. So we must return. The thing, when you are out there, but you still have a home base in Miami, it's that thing that you have to come back to Miami at some point. So you tend to rush certain places, especially when you are so far away. Paul Harding, Robert, is 95 degrees here in Leesburg, Florida, and the love bugs are starting to appear. What do you use to get them off your truck and RV? There's nothing you can do about love bugs, man. It's just a good scrub afterwards. Actually, according to my computer, it is now 90 degrees in Miami, Florida. But tomorrow is supposed to be 96. Look at that, 96. I mean, I don't like extreme cold, but I don't like the heat either. Jen on Wheels, thank you for that super chat. My awesome hobby birthday is on Wednesday. Would you please give Jay a birthday shout out? Happy birthday, dear Jay. Happy birthday to you. No man, this beer is like, I think I'm gonna switch to Scotch next time. I don't know why I'm drinking so much beer today. Love bugs, the insect scourge of the South. Hate them. Well, one good thing about Miami? We don't have love bugs. They don't come this far south. Or maybe they don't like the city, you know. Trailer Traveling celebrates 29 months as a chief pelican head. And he says, Happy Mother's Day to Ileana, Alma, and all the moms. Thank you, Gord. Zen Garden, what is the best route during the summer months from West Coast to East Coast? Highway 80 or south part of the United States? I mean, it really depends where you want to go. In August, it doesn't matter where you are. It's going to be hot. For example, you know. That's my experience, you know. I was in North Dakota at Abraham Lincoln Fort, Abraham Lincoln State Park there, and I totally lost my train of thought. And you know, I'm in North Dakota, right? It shouldn't get that hot, so I get a dry camping site, you know, a primitive site, because it was right next to the Missouri River there in Bismarck, and it got to like 98 degrees that day. So let's just say that it wasn't pleasant inside the Minitini 2 at the time. I got one place for you that is pleasant in summer, the UP. Well, the UP can be pleasant, yeah. And we might be going to the UP this summer, ever so briefly. Vagando everywhere por todos lados. We ran into love bugs, Pensacola, right on the beach. And you know, even being from South Florida, I didn't know about love bugs until my second RV trip ever. We are, I believe, I mean, if memory serves, this was almost 10 years ago. We are at the Peace River campground, I believe. Peace River, Thousand Trails. And I see these bugs like flying in tandem, and I'm like, look at that, how curious is that? That's incredible. And then on the video, some people started commenting, oh, that's love bugs. And when you live in a big city like Miami and you don't get out much, you don't know about these things, you know. Even mosquitoes are rare, you know, in the cities. You know, some years we get a lot of mosquitoes, but generally speaking, in Miami proper, in the city, mosquitoes are not too bad. So, Jen on Wheels, traveling, ever planning on returning to the OBX or the Outer Banks, or a little more north to? Yes. I definitely want to do the Outer Banks. Maybe after NJ24. We'll see. Hey, Van City Adventure. Hold on. I totally lost my train of thought there. I had pisco in Lima, Peru years ago. It's like the national drink. Yeah, I've had pisco. It's very good. It has like raw egg whites on the top, right? They drink it a lot in Chile as well. Trailer Traveling, Gord started planning our triumphant return to the Canadian Rockies in 2025 and booked a cabin at Moraine Lake Lodge. Watch your Moraine Lake Louise video again for inspiration. Yeah, someday we'll go back. What a great place. What a good place. Hey, William, Brody. Robert sending love and happy Mother's Day to your mom and Illy. From me and Pat. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, Brody, William. The mosquitoes, Alaska state bird, that much is certain. They're different, no species, right? How do you call it? Yeah, species of mosquitoes, but yeah, for sure. And I guess in Vancouver you have them too. You come to Pelicamp. I'm selling them by the dozen or by the 100 at this point. Nothing beats mosquitoes in Alaska, and in size and quantity for sure. But the ones in North Florida, let me tell you, they are vicious. They are vicious. Rafael Yacapain, are you coming to Manila, Philippines? Someday. Some days. Have you ever come across fireflies in your travels trying to find them before they go extinct? I haven't seen fireflies in a very long time, and I don't even remember exactly where it was that I saw them last. I've seen fireflies, but it's been a long, long time. Jen on Wheels, the mosquitoes are already active and searching for blood at Cinco Tig, Maryland. iPhone or Android? Oh, that's the controversial question. I mean, my main phone is Android, but I'm familiar with iPhone too. I have actually have used both. And when you have a Mac and you're in the Apple ecosystem, you know, it helps to have an Apple device too. So, but my main one is a Samsung Galaxy S23 right now. Big Jim Slade, aka Santa Claus, Traveling Robert. I enjoy your interview with John Wise. He covers a lot of ground that I travel to. Did you see where the northern lights will be visible as far south as Alabama this weekend? Yes, I saw it. I'm super tempted to drive north, but I can't. What kind of watch are you wearing? It looks cool. This is a Samsung Galaxy Watch 5. It's not the latest one. It's the one that came before the latest one. Seth, yes, North Florida mosquitoes are no joke. Tell me about it. And we're thinking of going to Pelicamp next week for a couple of days just to mow the lawn and get, you know. And I'm not looking forward to the mosquitoes. The RVD, we have lightning bugs here. You'll see them. Cool. I'm super stoked to go to NJ24. Supposedly, according to the media, we're going to have a history-breaking levels of cicadas this year. And along with this, copperhead snakes will be an epic numbers feeding on the snakes. Yeah, the cicadas, the thing is, I don't know anything about cicadas. They don't come this far south. But we're getting like, it's like the Bermuda Triangle. It's like a coincidence. The ones that come out every 11 years and the ones that come out every 17 years, this year, for some reason, they both decided to come out at the same time. So we'll see. Have you ever seen the glowworms in North Georgia? If not, we'll show you next time. It's a sight to see. Well, when we're going back to North Georgia soon, I hope. Well, we have a waiting to go to right after the Hershey RV show in late September in Cleveland, Georgia. So, yep. Taylor Caramush, are you going to any other European countries besides Spain? I missed what you said that you are. If you said you are, no. On this particular trip, it's only going to be Spain, but it is the plan. What I would love to do. Sometimes, you know, there's no time, there's no scheduling things is hard sometimes. But I would like to do a European trip at least once a year. Next year is most likely going to be Italy because we've never been. Italy really wants to go to Italy. And even though Italy is a huge country, we're not going to be able to see like the whole Italy, of course. But that's kind of the plan. We're getting the 17-year-old cicadas in Chicago soon. Yikes. Well, you know, cover your ears. Are you going to try to bullfighting in Spain? No, probably not. Zen Garden Suhu here lives in your RV full time. My husband and I are thinking of doing that with all 3 kids for a year. We're wanting to experience the US with the kids. Any advice? Good or bad idea? I don't do the full time. I might do full time at some point, but just to have more time. But Lagunitas, Robert. Yeah, Lagunitas. Actually, maybe I should have a second IPA. Have you seen my mom lately? Because she's, she doesn't like me when I drink more than 1 beer. Traveling Robert, Canada Adventure from Toronto to Newfoundland would be a great video series. I think so too. Yeah, that would be a great video series. I mean, we only were there for like 1 day, but I loved Montreal. What a great city, and Quebec City as well. Hi Robert, just started watching your New Mexico video. Really enjoying it so far. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I really enjoyed this past trip to the West. We kind of checked all the boxes of the places where we had never been before. So, by the way, Ottawa is a great city in Canada too. So. Ooh, excuse me. Steven Fisher, have fun on your trip to Spain. I went to Spain in 1992. Spent time in Madrid, Salamanca, Avila, Toledo, and Segovia. So much history. Yeah, and we're not gonna do like the north of Madrid. We're gonna kind of stick to the south of Madrid. So we're gonna do Toledo, and probably go down to Cordoba, Seville, Cadiz, the southern tip. You know, kind of hug the coast back. Although we're gonna do some things inland as well. Sergio Ricardo, thank you for that super chat. Love your channel. Make me dream with lifestyle. Robert, come to North Carolina. Try to stay in Jordan Camping Park. It's beautiful. I'm gonna see. Yeah, I can't wait to go back to North Carolina. I have some friends there. It's by the way, Sergio, did I say super chat? You know, at this point, since I'm out of beer, I'm kind of getting loopy. My wife and I would like to go to Venice, one of our bucket list trips, along with Australia. Australia too, I would love to go to Australia. But Venice is probably going to be one of the destinations for next year, for sure. What do you pay for Hialeah in Florida? It's $12 for a 6-pack in Tennessee. Well, craft beer tends to be more expensive, so I wouldn't be surprised. I haven't checked. I haven't bought Hialeah in a while, believe it or not. Michelle Formansky, I told you about the cross-country trip I was planning to go with my family from Texas. We saw a lot. I'm in Texas now. I'll fly back to Cleveland soon. Nothing like a cross-country road trip. Next time you get back to New Mexico, try to go to Mule Wolf in Santa Fe. It's like nowhere else you've been. I've heard. I just didn't make it this time around. Beth Kramer, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. A true moderator moderating Robert said, actually, hold that thought. I'm going to have a non-alcoholic beverage just for my throat right now. And I've kind of become addicted to the new stuff called Topo Chico. It's just mineral water from Mexico, but it is delicious. They should be a sponsor. Howard Lindbergh, what would you say is your best video? I don't know. Some are better than others. I really enjoyed making the Lewis and Clark series. That's probably the one that I enjoyed the most. But I don't know, you guys tell me, which one do you guys like best? Remy Passion, I think Robert is unsupervised, so he can have another one. I'll have another one. I'll have two next week. How about that? Which next week I just realized we might be at Pelicamp. Finland, I would love to go back to Finland. What a great country. We had such a great time there, and I would say that those were some of my best videos too, back in the day. Yeah, I enjoyed doing that a lot. The ones with the commanding views are the best. You know, another one that comes to mind, Death Valley. Death Valley. The one when you went back to Cuba, yeah, that was a long time ago, and just the production quality at the time, you know, the Bob Leach, the Lewis and Clark series was an award-worthy production, crafted by the master. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed doing that one. Good liver and onions. No, there's no such thing as good liver and onions. My opinion. Your winter hiking glacier was an epic video. Yeah. Exploring nature. Robert, how do you like the spot you got in Arizona? I like it. It's not exactly what I envisioned, but it was the practical thing to get. It's in the middle. It's just an acre in the middle. It's a town. It's not like as remote as I was hoping. But remote lots in Arizona, the roads were so bad. So I like it. I liked one better that had a Joshua tree in the middle, but it was under contract. This one it's gonna be I think its location is great, and I like having a small wash and some of the. Actually, I have a lot of shoya cacti, which could be a bad thing, but. Big Jim Slade, Lewis Clark was my favorite trio, but it was a little disconnected with the return for Starship. I really enjoyed the beeline route that you took from Vancouver to Florida and the Alaska trip. Yeah, that interruption in the middle of Lewis and Clark was kind of, I know what you mean. Errol Woollett. Angel's Landing was my favorite, Robert. Thank you. And Nancy Reynolds seems to agree too. Angel's Landing was a good one. Yeah, I agree. That was a crazy hike. We love the Mid-Atlantic to OBX, maybe because we enjoy seeing familiar places through Robert's eyes. I really enjoyed doing that one too, believe it or not. It's not the production quality, it was the quality of the story. Well, that too, you know, sometimes, and the production quality is true. You know, a lot of people say the best camera is the one that you have in your pocket. So this is probably the best camera, right? I'm partial to the old trip up the Pacific coast. First Robert video that I saw searching YouTube, and that was like the first video that I made that made like a lot of views. So yeah. All of our cholla are in bloom with nice yellow flowers, and I'm gonna keep some of the cholla, but not right like in the middle of where we're gonna be, right? I wanna see them, but from afar. I'm not gonna clear the whole property. Bob Leach breaking: the most dangerous state in the US, New Mexico, from the Daily Mail, UK. What do they know? I don't know. You know, I've always heard bad stories about New Mexico, and yeah, some parts are like, they have like the dirtiest rest areas, And yeah, it's hit or miss, but I had such a pleasant time. And you haven't watched those videos, I haven't edited those videos yet. Such a pleasant time in New Mexico this time around. I mean, we really enjoyed Albuquerque and Santa Fe. We loved Santa Fe. So I don't know. Angel's Landing was epic, unforgettable for sure. You're brave, sir. Yeah, I don't know if I would do an Angel's Landing again. Howard Lindbergh, Angel's Landing. I had, yeah, that's one of those things that I did that, yeah. Traveling Robert, from our friend Red Jaguar, whatever happened to doing all the beaches of the coast from Miami to Maine? Would love to compare the boardwalks. That would be a good one to do too. But that could take a long time. But we could do it. Siri Colley, are you going to do what you did in Perry, Robert? Very similar. Very similar. Less developed, probably. Just two sides, like on a round, circular driveway. I'm gonna do the minimum for now. So I guess Angel's Landing seems to be your guys' favorite. That's great. There you go. I didn't think that one would have been so great, but I guess yeah. Tracy just wanted to say this to you. Love your videos. We always sing your theme song, but to be direct, I love the music on your videos. Thank you, bro. And I have to make new music, and I'm thinking of new stuff. I have one for Spain here in my head that gotta make some kind of flamenco kind of fusion, right? Yeah, young Dave is not the camera that makes the good pictures, it's the person behind the viewfinder. Ansel Adams made amazing photos with cameras that are primitive by today's standards. And a lot of people make fun of me with my Sony camcorder, but I love that camcorder. It may not get the best resolution or the best, depth of field or the best dynamic range, but it gets the job done with one hand. And anyway, we're going over time here. I'm gonna, toast to you with a Topo Chico, Mexican mineral water. Who knew? And we're gonna do something for Spain, like no. I promise I'll tune it for the next. A good question from Seth, who is our neighbor at Pelicamp actually. Are you going to have a well at Pelicamp West? Campervan Kevin and Nomadic Fanatic don't have them. Let me know if you need a hand again. Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, come to Golden Valley. That's one of the things that prompted me to buy this property in Golden Valley. Something rare in properties like this. We have city water. We don't need a well. We don't need to get water delivered, which is rare in Arizona. Oh man, I have to tune this thing. For the next one. I'm riding. I forgot my own song. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV, yeah, I'm riding in Spain. The wine makes me feel no pain. 'Cause I'm free in mi caravana. That doesn't make sense. Guys, everybody, thank you. Happy early Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you next Friday, same time, most likely from Pelicamp. Bye, everybody.